Hello everyone, it's time for my 5th Flosstube video. I've been away for a little bit longer than anticipated because it's always hard to find a time to film, but I have been stitching a lot, so I'm getting right into it. I'm going to start with some haul and then show you my progress and one new start that I started at the beginning of this year for my new project. So without further ado, starting with haul, you had already seen in my previous video that I got some stitchy stuff for Christmas. At the beginning of January, it's also my birthday. My birthday is on the 9th of January, and luckily I got some stitchy stuff in there too. So it was mostly fabrics. I got 4 fabrics, and they are going to crinkle very much because they're plastic. Hope you don't mind. So my parents ordered this for me from the Crafty Kitten, which is a UK website. I asked for 2 pieces specifically, and then they picked out 2 more for me. This is a 28 count Jobelin called Mystical Mermaid. And I won't be sure, like I'm going to show you them here. I don't know if you can see this very well. But this is a beautiful, yes, this is probably the best. Pink, yellow, blue, purple fabric. It reminds me of an exploded rainbow, so to say. It's probably not very visible, maybe a little bit closer. It's absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of cotton candy, and I had it planned for this. I'm not sure exactly what it was at this point, but this one is one I asked for specifically. Then I also, sorry, I asked for this one specifically. This is a 32 count Jobelin, 18 by 27 inches in lavender haze. First going to show you here. Beautiful purple. I'm going to tell you that these colors are not going to be accurate due to the lighting, but I'm sorry, it is what it is. I have to do this in the evening without natural lighting. It looks super gray, but it's actually a lavender purple. It smells good. Yes, and I want to use this for, I think it's a Clouds Factory project called Wacky Witches and Stitches. I didn't know if it's specifically called for this fabric, but I think it was done on a purpley fabric, and then I was looking for some affordable hand dyed fabric, and this was one of the ones that came up. So the third one is also 32 count Jobelin in pomegranate, and this one is one of the unexpected ones, and it is absolutely gorgeous. This is so beautiful. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. This is the nice thing about fabrics. You can think of gorgeous projects to put on it. The back side is a little bit more muddled, but definitely the front side is beautiful. Purples, burgundy, I guess, pomegranate. It's a little bit less red than a pomegranate, but it's absolutely beautiful. And the last one is a 28 count Jobelin, also from the Crafty Kitten, in apricot blush. This is a beautiful summery color. This is absolutely stunning. And these pieces, these fabrics have really made me want to delve into more hand-dyed fabrics. I'm always so envious of seeing all the Picture This Plus. Ooh, look at this. So beautiful. Picture This Plus and Hand Dyed by Stephanie pieces, and I want to order them. Yes, I really do, but they are, I guess it's going to be so expensive for shipping, and if not the shipping, then it's going to be expensive to get them through customs. So I'm not sure if I ever will. Maybe if I ever have some money extra to fork over for shipping and customs. But for now, I really like this alternative. The Crafty Kitten has so many fabrics. For each kind, they also have opalescent variant. I just picked, or I have now 4 normal ones, which are already super gorgeous, but I'm saving up to buy more of them, and I'm even considering becoming a part of their Fabric of the Month club. But for now, for this month, I've kind of bought enough, so I'm gonna probably leave that for next month. And then in last video, or I guess the Flosstube 3 video, I told you about the Casacenina sale, 25% off of everything in on the Casacenina website. And I just bought 2 things, 2 pieces of fabric for projects I'm gonna start soon. Which one is let me see, 14 count Ada in ice blue. Just a light blue one. Definitely, again, not showing up as well as I want to. Maybe I have something white. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think so. No, but I tried. An ice blue Ada, 14 count, for a project coming up soon. And then the other fabric I bought is a 22 count Belfast linen in natural, and this is an opalescent one. And I chose for an opalescent because I thought it would make the pattern a little bit more interesting, and I will tell you in a sec why. You will probably not see the sparkles because this is just what the linen color is like. Maybe you'll see the sparkles here. It is so sparkly in real life. So beautiful. I chose this to be an opalescent because I'm gonna do a Mirabilia on here in the future. I haven't started her yet, but it's Mirabilia MD01 Damask Roses, and this is the very first Mirabilia design. And the reason why I'm doing her on opalescent is because this Mirabilia design does not have any beads. I checked and it just calls for DMC, normal DMC. So I thought the sparkles, the opalescent fabric would really give it something special, as normally you add some sparkle with the beads, but this doesn't have any beads, so this is where I'm adding in some beads. So 32 count Belfast linen in the color natural, and then the opal. And I both ordered these from Casacenina. I don't know where to put it here. Yes. So then I also, by the way, this was an order separately, and I remembered I also got some DMC for my birthday, just some colors, specific colors I asked for different projects. So nice bag of DMC. And then I also ordered a 28 count Joblin piece in light peach. It's not in the bag anymore. I don't know where I put it, but not sure where I put it, but light peach Joblin. It's not super special. It's just a peachy color like it says. And then the last thing I ordered was this book called Magical Cross Stitch, and I guess most of you have seen this book at some point. It has designs in from Claire Crompton, Joan Elliott, Ursula Michael, Joanne Sanderson, Leslie Tier, and Carol Thornton. And the reason I bought this is because I saw that this has a design by Joan Elliott I really want to stitch. I didn't buy this new. I bought this off of Abe Books, and it's a former library book. As you can see, former library book, still pretty good condition, and I got it for I think £1, and then I just had to buy, like, pay shipping, so this was good. And I'm gonna make this design from it. Oh, other way, sorry for the glare. This is Sleeping Beauty. I know she has done another version of Sleeping Beauty, but this is the older version of Sleeping Beauty. So really beautiful. And there's also some, I guess I can show you this, yeah. This is just a close-up. There's also some accompanying little pieces you can make into, sorry, I'll show you a little bit longer, into cards, or there's a drawstring bag, and the other two are made into a card and a wall hanging. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all 4 accompanying little pieces, but especially for £1, it's definitely worth to buy it for me, because there's so many other things in that I would make maybe. Not sure if I make everything, but I mean only just paying £1 for this one pattern would be worth it for me. And I kind of like that I have a physical copy of this just to put on my shelves with other books, maybe collect some cross-stitch books. And I think maybe if I can get my hands on some other cheap secondhand books of cross-stitch, I wouldn't mind. So this was everything for my haul, and this will bring me to 1 new start and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects I made progress on. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of the plan I was making for this month. So this month I'm doing 3 month-long sales. No, this is not correct. Let me reverse. I'm participating in the 2 year-long sales from Stitch Mania. The Halloween year-long trick-or-treat sale, where you work on Halloween project all through the year, devoting how many time you want. And I've decided that every Sunday of the month is going to be dedicated to, every Sunday of the year basically, it's going to be dedicated to Halloween project, where I'm going to do just 1 hour on a Halloween project. And I chose Let's Be Wicked by Ursula Michael, which I showed you already last time when I didn't start yet, to be my project for January. I had nothing done last time, and the beauty of this that it's so easy to stitch. I'm stitching this on just normal Aida. I'm not sure which count. I thought I said last time that it was either 14 or 16. Not sure. Doesn't really matter. But I spent on it 3 hours now. I already worked ahead for coming Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, because I won't be at home. So I did the Sunday for weeks 1, which was the 1st of January. Weeks 2 was the 8th, and then coming Sunday, which was the 15th. So, so far I got this done, which is pretty much almost the entire upper section of the witch's hat. It's called, yeah, I think I said it. It's Let's Be Wicked by Ursula Michael. And as you can tell on this mock-up, yes, I did pretty much this and up, and I'm now with the crystal here. I'm having this bit left over, and then the spider and this curl. And for the rest, everything's done from this section. Really nice how fast this goes. It really makes me want to stitch more of her, because I like it that you can finish projects soon. There's still 2 Saturdays left in, Sundays left in this month. So I'm gonna see how far I'll be able to come with this project. I definitely hope to finish the entire first 2 pages, which is the upper section. So finish the spider, finish the upper part of the hat, and finish the little web on the side. And then I'm not sure if I keep it in as my project for the Sundays in February, but it'll definitely go in my normal rotation. And my normal rotation is working 2 hours on a piece, so it should be finished within a couple times picking it up. So this is my new start for the year-long trick-or-treat sale. And the idea is that I want to start something new for each week of this year. So in total, I'm going to be stitching 52 new, or starting 52 new projects this year. Tell no one, especially not my family, because they already think I'm crazy with the current 25 whips that I have. So some of them are going to be started for sales. Some of them are going to be started just because I want to start them, but there's enough sales this year that I can find a new project for each of them. So for the Christmas one sale, year-long sale, I decided to work on this little one, which was, oops, I lost the thing to open and close this bag. So I hope I can get it open now. Yes. I decided to work on Mill Hill Arctic Circle Santas, and this is the Nunavut Santa. And this was in my normal whip rotation. And last time you saw it, I was done with the face entirely, and then I'd done some of the polar bear and some of the jacket. But this time around, I finished all of the brown, started on the top of the a layer. Now, how do you say, is the top of his boots? Yes, they're gonna start here, and then I stitched about this much of the polar bear, and then continued here with the polar bear and the white. So I'm first gonna focus on all of the stitching, and then I'm gonna continue with the beading, obviously. And I decided to be smarter about my needles, so instead of letting them hang loose, I'm now gonna either put them here or stick them in the back of my work so I don't lose the damn needles all the time. So this is the year-long sale is dedicated to Saturdays. In January so far there has been one Saturday the 8th, and I've already worked ahead for this one as well. So I already worked for the 14th, which is coming Saturday, because like I said, I won't be here and I don't want to tote around so many projects. So 2 hours I worked on this, and I guess there's 2 more left in January. So you'll probably see this again next video. What did I do then? I did do some work on Red Barn. I still want to finish this for my grandmother. To remind you, this is what it's gonna look like in the end. Last time I showed it to you, I was doing all the green, finishing all the dark green. So far it's looking like this. This is the entire piece. And as you can tell, there's a whole lot of dark green. There was already most of it done when I showed it last, but I just finished off all the rest of the green. So all the rest, I worked everything, all the dark green in this corner. And then I started working on one of the other colors, which I'm now filling in everything off. So filled all the green up here and here, and did all the green blobs you see everywhere here. And I decided for the remainder of this piece I would just work on all the colors by colors. I know it's kind of boring to do this, but then at least I know how far I still have to go. And especially because the green is boring anyway, it doesn't really matter so much. I have no particular plans to pick this up more full-time right now. For now, I just have stuck it back in my normal rotation where it gets 2 hours when it pops up, but I might use it for a sale in one of the coming months because I do want to give it to my grandmother fairly soon-ish. I had hoped to finish it for her birthday. It would still be kind of nice if she gets it in like February or something, if I can get the pressure on to finish it then. And all of a sudden it went a little bit dark. Yes, I'm back again. And then there's 3 pieces I worked on in my normal rotation. Last time you already saw a lot of this one. I was already doing the 2 hours on this. Then I had already finished the 2 hours, but I decided to continue with my square for both the threads, A Dictionary of Bears, because I wanted to put it away with the completely finished square. So as you might remember, I worked on this section and I will show you what it looks like completed. I have now finished 3 blocks of this piece and it looks like this. And I just love it with these pieces, how the piece just comes alive when you do the back stitching. It was just random blobs of color, and then all of a sudden it was a jacket and pants and a scarf, and especially the pants was a pain in the ass, pain in the butt to stitch the back stitching, because it's all just crossing each other over and over and over. But I think I did pretty well. Just a little bit closer. And also very hard was to stitch the honey and the marmalade. I don't know if I told last time, but you have to stick it in the middle of the squares instead of through the holes. And on Ada, this can be pretty hard. But I like how it looks. And I finished the square. I'm still not sure if I do the wriggly line on this side. I think I decide later. It's pretty easy to add. Let me know what you think, if I should add the wriggly line or not. I think it might look better in the end to have it more uniform character. I don't know why they didn't do it with this piece. I think they did it with some of the other Bothy Threads dictionary pieces, but let me know your opinion if I should add it or not. The second one in my rotation was A Mother's Pride by Dimensions Gold Petites. And also put 2 hours in this, and this is what it looks like. Very nice one. I hadn't done a whole lot on this when I picked it up again, but this is where I got this time. And what I've done is I added this blob here, this dark brown blob, and did some on the side of the face of this brown, and then added all of the cream color here, which is part of the lioness's body. And I still think the face of the cub looks kind of weird, but I hope this will change when I add some of the back stitch and some of the other colors. But the cross stitching, this is always the case. Sometimes it just comes together and then all of a sudden it looks awesome. I hope this happens with this one too. But glad there's 2 more hours in this one. This is okay to stitch. I mean, the colors are a little bit monotonous because it's all creams and browns. But I like this finished picture, so I'm really looking forward to stitching on some more. And then another project which I really loved stitching on, which is the next one in my rotation, is a soda stitch piece. And it's called Anne of Green Gables, and I love stitching on this. This is Anne of Green Gables by Soda Stitch, and this is amazing to stitch on. You see so much progress when you do this, and the colors are so vibrant, and this is actually one where I see myself working on it with joy all the time. I mean, I love all my whips, but some can be a little monotonous, like I said, with the colors being so the same, and this is super vibrant, so I got quite a lot done in the 2 hours that I worked on this. This came as a kit, so I'm working with the flosses, which I suspect are DMC. I don't know. They are good quality as far as I can tell, so don't really mind what they are. And this is how far I am right now. I'm almost finished with Anne. let me fold this over so I can show you closer. I just have to put one more stitch in before and then finish her boots, but for the rest she's finished. And then I had already done Marilla's arm, but I went up her face and I started doing some of her hair and her bow, and then with any leftover colors, because I decided to just finish in, and with any leftover colors I continued on the nearest easy place. So for example, you use a little bit of I guess, what is this, dark brown here. So then I went to your boots and did the dark brown there, and then you use a little bit of green here, and then I continued with the green down here, and so on. The color you use in here you also use from Marilla's hair, so I just continued there. And then I hope to do it just piece by piece. And you see so much progress, and the stitching with this, oh my god, I've never stitched so neatly. It looks so amazing. I really like these Soda Stitch pieces. So very happy with my progress on that one. So then I want to continue with talking a little bit about my plans. So as I already tried to kind of explain, I'm doing 2 year-long sales, which I showed you both my projects for January for. For the Halloween one, Let's Be Wicked by Ursula Michael, and then None of It Santa from Mill Hill for the Christmas year-long stitch along. And then I'm participating in basically as many sales as I can each month. I did full coverage on the 5th, the 12 Dancing Princesses Hate project I have. I am gonna do the other daily ones, which is New Year, New Start on the 15th of January, and then on the 17th it's Glorious Garnet or something in that, something like that, which is stitch on anything red on that day in your current rotation piece or piece that you're working on, which I'm going to participate all in. And then the other 3 month-long sales I'm also participating in. And what I've decided is to dedicate 1 week per sal this month. I didn't do anything in the first week, which I just used to stitch on some other things, but this week is dedicated to the Tour de Designer sal, from which the designer featured this month is Joan Elliott. And for this I'm gonna start Sleeping Beauty by Joan Elliott, the one I just showed you, this one right here. I now have the pattern, which is in here, and I think I have everything ready. Yes, I'm gonna stitch her on 16 count Aida, and I have the 2 bead packs, and then tomorrow should come in the 2 spools of the Krennic that are needed for this. I'm just gonna start on her anyway, and I'll add the Krennic later when I have it. For the winter sal, which is going on until March, this month I'm gonna work on a project. This is going to be next week. I'm going to work on this. By the way, I'm going to do ½ hour for each day in the week. So in total, I want to have worked 3.5 hours on Sleeping Beauty at the end of the week. Like I said, I'm not going to do it each single day. Probably I'm just going to make sure I stitch 3.5 hours in total. For me, it does not work to stitch on something every day. So I just allocate hours I want to work on certain projects and then just add them up, or depending how it works, figure something out. For example, tomorrow we'll go on a 3-hour train ride, so I'll probably stitch on Sleeping Beauty for 2, so that I only have to do 1.5 hours in the weekend. So like I said, for the winter sal, I'm gonna work on a Soda Stitch design, which is called Winter, appropriately, and it's this one. Really nice. Hope it's just as enjoyable to stitch as the other one. And I'm gonna do this on the ice blue Aida, which I showed you, and this is just done with DMC flosses. Yes, I can get it back in. And then for the last sal is, what is the last sal? Oh, I have my little booklet here. a little cross stitch booklet. Let me check what it is. It's no, for the New Year, New Start Sal. I'm gonna work on Mini Cities B, version B by Satsuma Street. I don't have anything of it now because it's a PDF pattern and the fabric that I'm gonna use for it is still not here. So I'm dedicating this one. I know it's just one day actually, or is it an entire month? I think it's a monthly one. I'm just gonna dedicate 3.5 hours at the end of the month in the last week of January for this one. At the end of the month, there's also a daily Sal. They are going to be repeated every month, which is called the Year Starts Sal. And for this one, I'm doing a DMC freebie called Lovebird, which just requires 1 or 2 colors, and it's going to be made into a card. And I think this should just be a one-day project. So when it comes to that, I'm just going to show it to you when it's finished, probably. So this was everything for now. So like I said, my plan for the remainder of this week is to do my 3.5 hours on Sleeping Beauty so I can get some progress in. And for every project, it means after it's done, its allocated time, it's going to go on the normal rotation. So that means that Sleeping Beauty is going to come up next time in my rotation when it's its place. Like I'm doing it in alphabetical order as many people are doing it, so it pops up in the future. And then I'm going to work on some of my normal rotation pieces if I have time. So the next one will be a B piece, and you'll see any progress I did on that next time. And then next week for the Winter Sal, I will work on Winter by Soda Stitch, which I just showed, and do my 3.5 hours on that piece. So this is my plans. In total, I'm therefore going to start 5 pieces in the month of January, 1 for each week. I've already started Let's Be Wicked by Ursula Michael. Next week is going to see Winter by Soda Stitch. The third one is in the week after is going to be Mini Cities version B by Satsuma Street. And then the fourth one is Sleeping Beauty by Joan Elliott, which I'm going to work on this week. Weird order, sorry. And the fifth one is the DMC freebie called Lovebird. 5 new starts in the month of January. So I'm going to be up for a total of 29 whips after this month. And hopefully I also finish something this month. Hopefully. So this was me for this week. I hope to be back with lots of updates next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really am sometimes super rambly. And if I ever talk too fast or make it needlessly complicated, just say something in the comments below. I've been reading every single one of your comments, and it's been so awesome to see how many people have watched my video. Thank you so much for all your comments you have left down below. I really super appreciate it. I'm getting close to 400 subscribers, and it's amazing that 400 people have clicked that subscribe button. So anything you want to tell me, positive, or if you have some feedback for me, awesome, let me know in the comments below, and I will see it, and hopefully we can chat about cross-stitching and videos and whatnot. So I hope you have a very awesome stitchy week, and I hope to see you somewhere at the end of next week around the 21st, 22nd of January, where I can show you everything I've done this time around. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!